Hello gamers! This is Cuberized and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. Well, I'm here in the deep dark and between episodes I went ahead and spent many hours, something greater than 6, in the deep dark in the city trying to clear it of all of the special blocks, which are the shriekers and the sensors and that type of thing. Don't think I got them all, but I got enough and I threw some torches around that I think it is safe to go and explore. And this is something I set up from the um, the very first episode I was in here, which is a couple episodes ago. I set this up so I could get down here and collect loot, but you can see that there's quite a few torches up. I did more around the outside than I did in the middle. We have not yet, and I've taken down a lot of the lot of the wool, but not all of it. And plus, there's all the original wool that's here, so it's a project. But I did want to go around and find containers, or re-find containers, and open them up, put down some more torches, and then actually I want to go ahead and activate this since I'm here. And I don't want to step through just yet, but I want to activate it so I can get rid of the special thing. This is the Heart of the Deep, and I want to grab my tool here, and I will just go over here. Now I should be able to, and that way I can get this wool down as well. But I should, if this works, as I hope it does. Why am I not? Why is this not working? Is this not the right thing? No, this should be the right thing. Huh. Okay, one sec. Let me check something out here. Okay, so I'm going to... I do have the right gizmo. I'm going to go ahead and remove this now because it's here. And I'm going to go see if there's any... Yeah, there's sculk here. And also, I have torches somewhere, so let me light this up a little bit so I can see a little bit better. Just... Okay. Yeah, let me get this sculk off of here. And let me get this out of my hand, see if it stops jiggling me. Nope, it does not. I'm still getting the heartbeat. Let me, Okay, so I think, oh, there's a little bit there too. Let's get all that off of there. Alright, so now everything is off of there. I have the Heart of the Deep, and right click. There it goes. There it is. Okay, so it's activated. And with that, let's actually go around to the other side. Okay. So did not mean to do that. Somehow it sent me through. Okay, I'm through. Alrighty, I did bring a waystone. I'm going to, I guess this is as good a spot as any. Yeah, it's got enough height and enough. This is deeper, darker dimension. Okay. So, let me, since I'm here, this is Gloom Slate. This is a fun block. I think the only use is decorative, but it's a thing. And this stuff is This is a cactus. So this is a dead end over here. So this is actually good. I'm not going to have to worry about anything over here, but I'll put a couple torches up. And I think this is, because it's its own sculk version. Okay, I can get around here. So actually being in this little niche is not bad. It's a nice little corner. And I'll put a couple torches up here, just so I can see. So we are in, yeah, this kind of orangish area. So there's different biomes in here, just like there are in anything else. I think this is actually a good one because I don't know that anything actually spawns in this biome. This one, the Deeplands, has all of these worms in it, and I don't have any idea what that is. Something to go explore. And then this is something else. This is got a lot of vegetation, for lack of a better way of calling it. So given all the biomes we could have ended up in, this is actually not a bad one. So here's something, I mean, you see anytime you get these darker tunnels, you get these some kind of critters in them. Yeah, this doesn't have any. Yay. We got lucky. So, and it's also, as I said, we're kind of in a little niche in here, so that's nice and safe. We will explore this, but not right this second. So let me go back to the, this is where this is. I'm going to go back here, and we're going to go ahead and try to clear this out real quick. I am going to leave this up for now, and we'll take it down and take all of this down once I have this whole area lit up. But let's go see if we can find some fun stuff here that I can go ahead and loot. And I'll keep doing this, and we need to break all these little containers. So we'll do that. There we go. So these are, you'll see these ladders that go up periodically, and there is wool on the top. This I think I've already cleared out of containers. I think I did that early on. I still have wool everywhere. I tried to remove it all, but you know, it didn't happen. So let's see what we have so far is a mishmash of things. So this stuff I mined out because it was actually at the top up here. I figured it might be safe to get that. And then yeah, this is all just this is from the other dimension, and this is what we've gotten so far. So not anything too terribly exciting, but yeah, we'll keep going. Let's clear out the bottom here, and I can also put up some torches, which will help, and get rid of that. Now the reason I'm gathering the sculk is that we're using it with our goo to power it, and yeah, that's always a fun thing. So, and there's so much here, it's, and we get a friend. Yeah, that we'll have enough things to power our goo for a very long time. Because we're at the most advanced one, the Shadow Pulse goo, I believe it's called. Okay, that is not a warden. It's not a friendly either, but it's not a warden, and thankfully it's very tall, and it but they can come out of these containers. First time I broke one of these, I thought it was a warden popping up, and it is not. it's weird. It's got a very narrow looking head and big eyes, and yeah, I think I just killed it. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what I get, if anything. I got this soul crystal. There we go. And some other things. Soul dust. So that's what they drop. It's actually a good thing to have that kind of stuff because we can use it, which we'll get at too in a minute. In fact, let's take a look now. I think this is, you can combine it in an Electra. Yeah, here it is. So it actually then has armor because the regular Electra doesn't. So there's that, and let's see what the other thing is used for. Oh yeah, well both are needed for that, but this also makes this staff, but you also need a heart and these sculk buttons, which I don't have any of those yet. Yep. When we get around to the other side, we can actually, well, we could break in from here, but I want to get in underneath here. And this is really dark. So we'll go do that. But yeah, we're just going to go along here and harvest up, and mining is something I'm going to do off camera. Although, when I was through here before, I couldn't resist when I found diamonds. Not all of them, but yeah, it was tempting not to bypass them, so. The other thing, a couple things I figured out from the last episode and what I did in between episodes is that, and I didn't know this, wardens actually will cross lava. And they're slow, so if you want to fight them and you have distance and a bow, that is a good thing to do, is to lure them across lava, and then you can fight them there. And let's see, there's nothing over here but cannibals. Oh, the other thing is that you can have more than one warden at a time, which is scary and exciting all at the same time. And I think, yeah, I think I got, oh, no, I did not get all of this. It's so much easier to see here because all the grays blend in. If I missed anything. And a lot of the stuff I just didn't pick up initially because, yeah, I was trying to not spawn the warden. Because he can be a little scary. Especially if you don't have distance from him. And putting up torches also means that I can know which areas I have gone through, for sure. And I will go down below and get these as well. Yeah, these things are sometimes blend in so well. Like there's a couple right here, and they're, you know, they're on the top, they're on between, they're on the outside. So even when I think I've cleared something, I look and there's like that. It is blending in. Yep. Okay, and I think there's nothing over here. Alright. Okay, so let's go down below and check out what's down here. the chest will be in, not in this. They won't be in this kind of a thing. They will be, there'll be a separate little, like, yeah. Where'd the other one go? Like something like this kind of a structure that won't be part of this. It'll have its own little space. And this one I know I cleared because that was like the first one I tackled. There he is. Yeah, he's got this sort of like tentacles in the front that kind of look like a mouth, and he's too tall to be in here, so he gets stuck. Stalker, that's what he is. So the good news is that if he spawns, chances are, and there's something above him, he'll get stuck. So you can kill him easily. If he's, like, spawns over here, he's gonna be moving. And, oh, there's another one of those things. Yes. There he is. Again, he's now stuck. And he's actually taking damage being stuck, so you don't even have to, I mean, literally he will die on his own, just because he's stuck in the block. I'm going to kill him so I can get those guys. Speaking of which, let's take a look. What did we get? So we have more of these and more of these, and we've gotten this stuff, but it could have come out of the candles I broke that were just sitting out. So this stuff is probably coming from all these containers. And let's look over here. Too much sculk. More of these guys. Let's get rid of that. So, let's see if we can actually... Okay, here's one. That is... You can now see what he looks like. He is the weirdest looking thing. And he does go by sound. So he's not going to take any damage, but you see how he's got these tentacles in this mouth here, and he's got these two weird big-ass eyes. Sorry, big eyes. Yeah. He almost looks like he's wearing a backpack. Now he's in here, and... Okay. There you go. So it did exactly what I thought it would do, which is run around really fast and try to get me. So don't be freaked out if he does spawn on you and he's out and about. Just duck under something and he won't be able to get at you. And I did mention putting torches down, and I'm not putting them down. do down here. Well, look, one just came down. Oh, more critters. More of these guys. These are just more. It's like silverfish. They're slightly annoying and but they're not really truly dangerous per se. I mean, in mass they could be, but you know, it's more of a surprise. Look what's in the container. I don't recommend trying to break these things unless you're sure you got all of the other things. And this is really dark. There's mithril, diamond, host of other goodies. As I said, some of these areas I was better at lighting up than others, clearly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't really want to be here. No. Even though you're shaking your head yes, the answer is no. Alright. Yeah, you're fine. I don't even know where your other donkey is. We find a wandering donkey someplace. We know why. Let's go up here. Let's move up a couple torches. It's also easier to see the sculk when, well, of course that's the smaller things of sculk when you have torches up. Now you don't have to do this clearly to get all this stuff out of here, but it's nice to do it if you want to mine this area. Makes it really easy. And of course there are so many goodies here to mine. And I will go ahead and... I'm trying to level up both hams, so... Yep. Yep, and because I'm doing so much vein mining, I'm definitely needing to eat frequently. So, yeah, food, arrows, wool, all good things to bring with you when you're here. Alright, let's see what is up here. Live and skulk. I think I may have already cleared this, but let's check. Because I see all my telltale signs of wool. Yeah, this was another. Yeah, I got wool. As I said, I'm still finding wool all over the place. Grab the candles. Grab the skull. I think the chest was over here somewhere. And there's the donkey. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. So this is the walkway we've already done. So this, I think, is the corner that I came in. Yeah, this is the corner where I came in originally. So we've done this piece here. You can see where the guy is wandering, and this. So let's make sure we did all of this. So that would be this way. And there's a lot of sculk here, and I see containers, so I'm going to go with no, we probably have not done it. So let me see if I can get up top here. Oops. Trying to use this as a... Nope. Having a parkour failure. There we go. Come on. There we go. Up, up, up. Which is also, you know, not the thing you want to try when something's chasing you. Well, thankfully nothing is at the moment, but let's do one side and the other. Let's go down the right side here. And I just dropped one of those containers. I think I just dropped another one. He doesn't know where I am just yet, but he is one funky looking guy. If he does figure out where I am, I'm going down below. Okay. Got it. That went down. So there's the frame. Yeah, I did wander. I had two wardens coming at me, and I wandered. I was wearing my boots. Where are they at? The magma walker. So I ran down the lava. You see, there's pockets of lava around. There's this big long one. There's a couple of little pools, and there's this big long one. So I just started up running down the lava because they don't move that fast on lava, thankfully. And yeah, was able to deal with them at a distance with bow and arrow. Didn't get any of their drops, but you know, life is not always about drops. So I was happy with the fact I lived, and yeah. Okay. I think trying to find out where yeah, there's my rope. I can just barely see the thin line coming down, and there's the square wool container. So I think the entrance to the underside of the portal is on this side. So we'll go check that out too. It's got some neat redstone things going on. Let's check underneath here. And if you need wool, once you clear this area out, you can always remove all this wool and you have a lot of wool. And wool can be, I think it's a crusher that will make wood into string if you need string. So you can always deconstruct it a little bit. There's another one of those guys. Yep. When I realized that they would get stuck, I was a lot less intimidated by them. Because they, unlike the wardens, I mean, who actually like pop up out of the ground, yeah, it's a completely different critter. So I'm gonna put down a couple torches here, light this up. Yeah. This is the edge of the portal area. Oh, I must be hungry. No? It's not. There's one. There's another one. You. Oh, there's another one. Ugh, more of these guys. Okay, so... yeah, that is the entrance. Into here, because this is the... yeah, I think it is. So let me put a torch up here. I'm not at a great viewing angle to see where the portal is, but I can go up here. Oh, another one of those guys. Trying to see what your name is, and you're moving around too much. There's another guy. Ta-da! Or something. Okay. You are a... okay, I see a chest. So let's go get that chest. Let me torch this up a little bit. Okay, so sensors, warden, smithing template, which is nice. We've got swift sneak, rune of gluttony. Okay, well, we have stuff. And yeah, let me just break this. Okay. So now we travel down here. We've got this. I'm gonna go check this part out over here. And yeah, by the time we get, oh, in fact, I'm gonna just go this way so we can get under here. So yeah, I'll go that way. Do some quick. Clearing here. There's a lot more sculk here than I remember. Right here. I guess I was up there. I was up more towards the upper level right next to the portal. I guess I did not come down here and clear this because it was... Well, some of it is, some of it's not. These are big pillars, which if you can get up there, you can cross from one to the next, and it's a nice way to travel, especially if you have something like the architect staff, like I had. You can cross, you don't even have to... the problem with the architect staff is it does make noise, but it is not too bad. Here's another one. Here, let me light this up. I'm still not lighting this up well enough. Okay. So here is just a platform with some candles. I'll take the candles. And this is between, again, these pillars. But there is a chest. Okay, Alright. And we get 2 disc fragments, another one of those, a couple more books, and more swift to sneak. So that's handy to have on your boots if you've got it ahead of time, and if not, it's something you can definitely pick up here. To put on. So if you're lucky enough to be able to get some of these enchantment books before you get to the deep dark, it's very handy to put on, because if you're sneaking across wool or just sneaking in general, you can do it a lot faster. Okay, so... Oh, there's a garden over there. Okay, that's what... Let's see if I can get a vantage point. Nope, not really. Oh, there's something. Yeah, you can see the hanging gardens right there. That's very nice. It actually brightens up the area. And I need to eat again. This is something I missed. These guys. Got them. Okay. So you, when you come up this way, there's like this bridge here. This. I was up here, obviously, and you got wool there. But I had, there was a golden apple in here, which I did grab. Let me get rid of all this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that gets it all. So, lots of candles. And then I just fell in here. Did not mean to fall in here, but I'm on the other side now, so that's cool. Yeah. There. Let me come back out here. So there's the wooden bridge, which is kind of a telltale sign. It's like the only wood in this area. And it could be broken. As you can see, it looks like there's pieces that have fallen. But when you come up to it, you will, on the underside, one, you can just tunnel right through here. You don't actually have to activate it. Uh, but you can get in here. There's lots of wool in here. There's lots of redstone gizmos, if you will. And I just like to grab all the goodies and take. Um, so, yeah, nothing here. I will light this up and get rid of some of the sculk. Yeah, because it eats right, I mean, it'll go right through. You can see, depending on how much sculk there is, it can literally just eat away the walls. And the wool and everything else that's in here. A little bit of lag. So it is possible just to, you know, if you're clearing sculk, you can fall right in. Yeah, so. It's also a good place to get grass, if you want grass. Alright, so let's... Yeah, there's a lot of little nooks and crannies, and there's just nothing here. It's really a very redstone-oriented show and tell, is what it's all about. So, how to use different things. As I said, I just like to come through and pick everything up. This is, here, let me see if I can show you how this works. Let me put a light up here. Okay. Yeah, the piston is supposed to go forward with the redstone, and when it hits this, it'll turn the light off. There it is. So it's an interesting sort of thing where you can set this up so you can activate it with light comes on. Need to take a look at these things just to see what they do if you haven't seen them before. Plus, again, if you want any redstone items, see here's a big setup with lights and everything else. So yeah, if you want all this stuff, and plus you've got a sensor here. So if we actually, let's see what we can put in here. Where is, let's take this. Where is my cobble? No, that's tuft. to sort alphabetically. Here we go. There's cobble. Oh, I broke that. Okay, that's probably not helping. Yeah, I broke this, so this does not work as intended. Yeah, so this is turning this on, which is triggering this. Yep, and I broke it, but that's okay. In fact, let me... There. Okay, so let's... as I said, goodies for me, so... And there's so much wool, so if you wanted to just take wool, you can take wool. Yep, plenty of wool. Okay, that's literally what's in here. You get a couple of these. If you have something with silk touch, you can break the glass. Get that as well. Storage being somewhat of an issue, and obviously breaking things takes food. Alright, so let me put all this stuff away. That's mine. And that is also mine. Okay. Put that away. Alright, so that's what this is. Let's see if we can go find more chests. It won't be on the inside here, so let's actually get out of here. Alright, let's see where we've... let's go check this out. So let's go down here and off this direction. I'll clear out the candles later, it's not important. I will take the diamond because it's right here. And another little walkway. These I think are... yeah, these are still the big pillars. And I'm going the wrong direction. It's my other direction here. Okay. There's a ladder. So, and again, if you have, you can use like this to get a launching spot up to these towers. There's more of these giant towers everywhere, so it's helpful. And I think other than just lots of looking. Oh, there's a multi-tiered thing. I that's over by the garden, which we haven't been to. So let's go over there. Drop a couple more torches. Oh, there's one right there. There we go. Ooh. Amulet of Spectral Shift. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. And a diamond hoe with efficiency 5 on it. Probably take that off and put that on pickaxe. Already learned that. Okay. Well, that was exciting. I know an axe is more efficient, it's just have to go get one. Alright, so let's yeah, so we're actually getting some greenery down here and not skulk, which is kind of a nice change of pace. Grab some more torches. More diamond. Another chest. Another template. Some echo shards, which I haven't, this is like I think the first echo shards I've seen since the very first, I mean, I don't think I've found any other echo shards, other than the first ones I got. Early on. Let's go upstairs. Oh, this is carpeting, not. Oh, and there's another one. So, another echo shard. Yay! So, let's get the rest of this. And I'm going to need to... I need that. Iron leggings, amethyst. Definitely some fun stuff. And that's my arrow, so let's get the rest of this. So I'm glad we are actually finding more things here. Let's take a look out about. That's just regular cave. This is more walkway, but this seems to be a dead end. So this is just going to have barrels in it, which is, I mean, you know, we want to clear that, obviously. But I think we need to go over here. Okay. I will resist the urge to pick up all this stuff. I'll come back through and get it, you know, clear it all out. There's torches there. Sorry, candles. That's the walkway. So let's go around this way and see what this is. Yeah, there's definitely, is there a way to get up in there? Not this way. Aha, and that's a chest I found that I did not loot. Diamond leggings, the night vision goggles if you don't already have them. Ancient fragments. Okay, let's see what is... There is no easy way out of here. This structure. Yeah, we saw one that was already cleared out, but there's two chests in here. Another night vision goggles. So, hey, if you don't have night vision goggles, this is probably a spot to pick them up. And they are very handy. one has more echo shards. Nice. And aqua dashers. Not sure if I have those yet or not. I guess we'll find out. Nope, it's a new one. I think I have like 6 that I don't have, and so now it's down to 5. Which, let's take a look and see what these are. Oh, I don't even need to do anything. Okay, it's an artifact. Yeah. Walk on fluids while sprinting. So there we go. Not sure what happens if you're not sprinting, if you sink, but okay. So let's go check this out. This is where I kept running into problems with there ended up being 3 warden spawners in here with the, you know, the block I'm talking about. And yeah, they were fairly well hidden. And again, more stuff here. Let me get torches up. There was lots of sculk in here, and there's still sculk in here. Alrighty. Some ink, some fragments, scroll, so definitely worth. It's always worth picking up. I don't know when I wouldn't. This was all sculk back in here. And I just fell. Okay, get back up there. And more echo shards, which is very nice. More templates. And more ink and rubies. So, nice little assortment of stuff. I mean, you walk 10 blocks and you've got another ore to dig up. Okay, we'll go this way just to see if I got this. Oh yeah, this is the one with the lava in the middle, I remember. And more candles. And I think that's, unless there's something way over here. So let's run over there just to see. Put down more torches. No, I'm on the inside. I don't want to be on the inside. I want to be on the outside. And I'm trying to get down to this bottom corner. Yeah, here's where I ran across lava also to try to get away because I was over on this side and I just ran across over here. So yeah, even more. I still am finding it. Yeah, the ooh, I have not cleared this effectively. Clearly, let me come up on the wool. Lots of that's really dark. So I'm going to go with I probably have not cleared this. Let's see if I can find a way in without having to... Yep, I found it. Found a way in. Alright, there's another one. And more knowledge fragments. I got a couple of books. Okay, this might be the end here of things. Get rid of that. Let's go out here and keep going this direction, see if there's anything over here. Ooh, yeah, I did miss something. And more echo shards. Yes. Love the goodies. Let's see here. Okay, cool, got it. So, sculk for days out here. I mean, it's just everywhere. And let's see if there's... I don't see another chest. Okay. Alright, so that's back in there, and this is just this walkway, which I have not cleared out, but that's okay. And that I believe I did. That's just walkway, which is more of the barrels. And more lava. So this is just this little piece here. But I mean, there are these major, big, I mean, they just keep, once you can get through whatever this is, I mean, you can just keep, that's my base. But I mean, you could go lava pools for days. And this is actually, I mean, okay, so looking at this is a little bit on the cheaty side. What is that? I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like a witch, but it doesn't. Could be a named guy. We'll go look. But if you zoom out, like, here's a portal and a portal in the same area. Here's a portal, here's a portal. Yeah, this stuff is just here, and I mean, so it isn't a stretch to go off and find more. This is actually kind of isolated. You know, there's a bunch, and here there's a bunch, and yeah. So this is sort of by itself, but yeah, look at all the lava and all the different things underground. And then there's things underground like this that is clearly not deep dark. And this can kind of be a little cheaty, if you will, by using the map, but I figured they're letting me use the map, so it's not that bad. But like this little thing here, that's going to be a mimic, because you only get to see critters. So before we end this, I will go over here and figure out what this is, which is all the way that direction. And I will put down torches, make sure that we did check this out. Yes, we did. And like that. So why not? Yeah, because this was towards the garden. And whatever it is over here. This general direction. Right. I believe that would be a dungeon. Well, that's awesome. Let me get my staff here. let's try to aim for the corner, kind of. Alright. And just to make sure that I do not fall while we're doing this, let me just grab some of this. And there we go. And it's Dr. something the really cool. Blue something. Yeah, let me eat. There he is. Let's say hello. He's a fire mage. Oh, I killed the pyromancer. Okay. Do we have any torches? Let me get some torches. So again, can be considered a little cheaty, but I did spot him on the map, so... And roller skates, other things. I'm going to need to get some stuff away. Here, that's mine. What is that? Oh, okay. So, I can spend a lot more time down here just clearing sculk, let alone actually, ooh, watch this, you know, mining. So plenty of stuff to see and do. I got a copper backpack. But I will, if I'm going to do that, I will probably do that off camera. Just because it's not terribly exciting, I'll be honest, for anybody to do that. I will go over there and make sure that's a thing. Make sure there's nothing here, since I clearly haven't cleared the sculk. Oh! Look, one more chest. Alright, I think on that note, unless there's something else over here. Let's see. Oh, that was over on this side. That wasn't on that side. Okay, well, let's just make sure there's nothing else then. This looks like it's the edge. Oh, wait, there's... And we're back to candles. Okay. Alright. Well, there are other things to do like this. But I think we did a fairly good job clearing everything out. Yeah, I'll come back and clearly do more around here and put more torches down and clear up all the sculk and everything else to make it safe for mining. And then we can also go through the portal. Well, we've already technically gone through the portal, but we can go... well, that's weird. Use the waystone I put down to get through this portal and go explore the deep dark. We are not going to do it... oh, see, there's more of those. I'm not going to do it just yet, partly because I need to go deal with my inventory and I want to clear out some of this, but it will be in the future, and we'll go explore it and other dimensions. So, if you've enjoyed roaming around the deep dark with me and looting things and fighting things that are in containers, please give me a like. I appreciate that, and it's good for my channel. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, so you can get alerted to new content. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. I do read and reply to everything. And I look forward to seeing you again at the next episode. This is Cuberized signing off. Everyone have a great day.